A legislative move is in the offing for the 17th Congress to professionalize school bus operations in the country to further ensure the safety of students. To give us more insights into this legislation being mulled, we have invited to Motoring Today the principal author, Party List Representative Emmeline Aglipay-Villar. Good afternoon, Madam Representative, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Good afternoon, Butch, and to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
To begin with, ma'am, kindly briefly inform our viewers why you thought we need this legislation.
Well, I know that right now, the status quo, our school bus drivers and our school buses and school bus conductors do not have to go through any kind of screening, at least that which is mandated by law or the government, so that they may be allowed to handle driving school buses for kids. And so that the school buses, there's no inspection of school buses whether or not they are safe for children to ride. School bus drivers don't need to go through any training, and so as conductors, as well as conductors. So I think that this should change. I believe that our children are very, very vulnerable since they would not know what to do in an emergency. They would depend largely on the adults with them, such as the school bus driver and the conductor. And we entrust the lives of our children to these people without them having been certified to handle situations of emergencies, or without them having to go through a special test to ensure that, or pass special qualifications to ensure that they're well equipped to handle emergency situations and the like. And that is why we thought of coming up with this law.
There was mention that you intend, through this bill, to come up with stricter requirements for the employment and licensing of school bus drivers and even possibly conductors. I believe they work hand in hand. How do you intend to do this?
Well, first of all, before they can get the license has to be a professional license, which I think right now is the case. But with respect to the other qualifications I mentioned earlier, before they can be given their license, they should first be able to pass other qualifications, such as they should be certified to handle first aid, to render first aid whenever necessary. Second is they should be able to pass a certification to be able to handle evacuation procedures in case there is an accident and the children need to be evacuated from the school bus. As you know, large scale accidents can happen, and in that case, sometimes the regular exit of the school bus may not be in use because of the accident. So other evacuation procedures should be taken, and the driver and the conductor should be knowledgeable in how to go about this safely. And aside from that, the school bus drivers and conductors, they deal with children. So special education with respect to handling of children is also required. And these are some of the qualifications that they should possess, aside from their knowledge in extra knowledge in driving, since a professional license is required for school bus drivers.
And then there is also the inclusion of the mandatory installation of seatbelts.
Right now, if you notice, a lot of our school buses don't have seatbelts because some of the school buses are made like jeepneys, where the seats are facing each other, rather than that would be able to have seatbelts. And well, even if the buses are fashioned this way, there should be seat belts installed in all school buses, because as we know, this prevents the children from being injured in case there is an accident.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am, to explain this legislation you intend to introduce in the coming Congress. Before we end, would you have any further message relevant to this legislation?
I just want to, by this bill that I plan to file and enact into law, I just want to emphasize that our children should always be the top of our priority with respect to ensuring safety. Safety for them in terms of the vehicles that they ride, like school buses, which they ride every day. Safety for them with respect to the people who we entrust them to, who are the school bus drivers and the conductors. I believe that we should mandate these special qualifications and requirements for school buses and school bus drivers and conductors in order to make us feel more secure that and confident that our children will be safe with them.
Thank you once again, ma'am. Party List Representative Emmeline Aglipay-Villar of the Democratic Independent Workers Association with insights to the about-to-be proposed legislation, the School Bus Safety Act. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum.